call these little ventures that stray from motorcycle content, views from the Jeep. Here we are, boys, about to embark on an adventure. Off into the wild, eastern yonder of Florida. Oh, look at that base. Day Gator. Yeah, and there's Uncle Bo Mama. Uncle Bo Mama. She got the biggest in this whole Jeep. Ask me how I know. Wait, don't ask. Don't ask, don't tell. So in our efforts to locate a place that we might want to move to when we sell our house, which may be coming up soon, who knows. We're gonna head out east a little bit. So we went up to the Nature Coast and realized then that, okay, this isn't where we want to be. The environment was cool. The beach for her was not what she wanted a beach to be. And I completely get it because it looked like shit, honestly. So then actually on the way down to Port Charlotte a couple of weeks ago is when I thought to myself, why are we looking just around the Tampa Bay area? If we're gonna move, we can move. So today we're actually gonna head over towards the other side of Orlando, like closer to the Daytona area. Not in Daytona. If I'm trying to get out of traffic as one of the primary reasons to get away from Tampa, going to Daytona is not the remedy for that. But we're gonna look in the DeBary, DeLand area. Some places that are still kind of country Florida, but only a half hour, 40 minutes away from the beach. I know this isn't motorcycle content yet, but this is the long game. This is something that, is gonna set us both up for something better, something with more room, more space, more room to grow, as family, as content creator, whatever. So with that being said, I just let out all the secrets of life just before my wife got back into the Jeep, so now she'll never know. There you have it. You heard it here first. If Florida had a Buc-ee's equivalent, it would definitely be Wawa. Just kidding. We do have an equivalent. It's racetrack. It's like, we'll call it a good value Buc-ee's. It's not quite great, but it's a good value. Walk in there. I know this is riveting content, but we walk in there, they have a pizza bar, they have an ice cream bar, they have a coffee bar, a little bit of everything, man, just like the one Buc-ee's. We'll call it the Florida equivalent. We're gonna call it Buc-ee's. Sounds vaguely familiar, though. I think of what that reminds me of. Buc-ee's sounds right. Hey, we'll also use a beaver for our logo. They say an armpit stinks because it's a collection of a myriad of bacteria all dying and rotting in your armpit, hot, sweaty, swampy regions of your body. Enter Exhibit A. Orlando. This place fucking sucks. I mean, cities are kind of cool to look at. You guys know how I feel. I'm pretty, what I'm gonna call myself? Ambidextrous. In terms of my taste for both the country and the more civilized rat race of the city, but coming through here always fucking blows. How do you feel about Orlando? Everybody hates Orlando except the millions of people who come here a year. Thankfully, we took a route that took us around through the country and we avoided most of the mess because it's absolutely terrible on the other side of Orlando as you come into Disney. But we've got about, 25 miles left to go before we get to, there's a broader area on the east side of Orlando, like halfway, a little more than halfway actually, between here and Daytona. DeLand, Deltona, DeBary, those little towns around there. That's where we're gonna go look to get the vibe. I just looked up some local listings for some home rentals out there. There's stuff available and it's affordable because nobody wants to live in bumfuck Deltona. It's just how it is. Except for me. I want to live in bumfuck Deltona. That's why there are listings. Well, in the spirit of exploration, we figured we're only a half hour away from Daytona Beach, so why not get over here? And an interesting thing that we just passed, I think it's a phenomenal idea. It was a shooting range, an indoor shooting range, with an attached bar. Best idea. You'll find that shit in Florida. Maybe some other places, but at least here. Yep, Daytona Beach. Definitely not moving to Daytona Beach. It's entirely too crowded. Especially during any sort of event, the multiple bike weeks, any races, events, etc. This guy is also an early adopter to the next bike week. I don't like big crowds, so when I come to bike week, it's 4 months after the fact. So definitely wanted to avoid all that. Success. call it success every time. Well, I've said it before and I'll say it again. To fully be indoctrinated into the world of being a Floridian, you got to come over here and praise a little Dale Earnhardt. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you look at all those Mustangs over there. Clearly not as popular as a bike week, but yeah, get you a little Tang. And that probably doesn't mean the same thing. I had some musty Tang before, but anyway. Well, not recently. I don't come to bike week, even though I live like 2.5, 3 hours away, because it's a hassle. One, bike week's insane, right? Two, to get over here from Tampa, you have to deal with Tampa, deal with Orlando area, and deal with Daytona. There's nothing about that. And then you end up here with, you know, hundreds of thousands of other bikers out there with egos and attitude problems. So it's like a whole lot of effort to have a bad time, honestly. And I know a lot of people enjoy that shit, but big peaches on the screen everywhere. If I lived 30 minutes away, I would probably do it, because I'm I'm cutting out basically 2/3 to 50% of, that's backwards. No, I'm cutting out a lot of the bullshit. I can see doing that. Welcome to Daytona Beach. Why, thank you so much. I think I'll make myself at home. If you guys have been watching the channel a while, you'll know that I have a major affection for the Atlantic side of the state. Now, the whole state's beautiful to me. You guys know that. Countryscapes, cityscapes, waterfront, whatever. And you guys know I love Tampa. That's where my friends are. That's where we settled as a family first. But man, there's just something about this. Again, don't want to live in Daytona. It's too much. I mean, why leave Tampa? Because of some of the reasons we're leaving, just to plant ourselves in the middle of that same type vibe on the other side of the state. But being close to it, it's going to be nice. And my wife is making those oh my god type noises because, well, I'm sitting next to her, but she actually likes this vibe too. When I first came here and I was living by myself for 14 months up like Jacksonville area, whatever. Her first visit here brought her down to Daytona, and she instantly fell in love with it here. I don't know. I think we're kind of leaning in a direction now. Yeah. Let's find something to eat. I gotta pee real bad too. World's most famous beach. You sure about that? You sure about that? Are you sure about that? I just asked her, I'm like, hey, you have your Jeep. Daytona is one of those beaches you can drive on, and the access ramp is open today. And she said, no. But I'm thinking, why pass up the opportunity? You are in a Jeep in Florida at Daytona Beach, able to drive on it, and we're going to pass on that? Okay, so we passed a million places to eat, but nothing ever like stood out like, hey, we have some stuff here. So we picked this random ass. It's called Steve's Famous Diner. You're gonna call yourself famous? Let me be the judge of that. I know.
Famous for?
I know fame inside and out, so we're gonna do it. A nice little view. See, far enough down here, you're guaranteed to be not crowded. I'm a big fan of that. You can see the water over there, Bob?
Yeah, look at that towel.
Yeah, the hotel. Well, here we go. Fish and chips. Already dug in a little bit. Club sandwich. Burger. Anytime you're next to the water and you get fish and chips, I like to imagine that there was a lonely fisherman out there this morning, reeling in the catch of the day, knowing that it was going to end in some traveler's plate at the local famous diner. Here we go. It is superb. I'm curious where it came from. If it is local or if they outsource it. Ironic, but funny. Delicious. So we've got a storm here. We've got a storm here. We got this narrow little alleyway. I may have angered Poseidon, because his wrath is up there, baby. He's coming to get us. Well, as briefly lived as it was, it is time to leave the beach part of Daytona Beach before it gets too nasty. Let's go. Alright fam, that is going to wrap this one up. You like this camera angle? I'm trying some new things around the old desk here. So seeing if it's something that I want to invest a little bit more in. So yeah, no motorcycles in this video, and there was a lot of footage that I cut out when I was on the beach because we had some wind noise that was really overbearing, and I was trying to edit that out and it was just too garbled. So what I was talking about there, and I think you've kind of seen over the last few weeks, I've incorporated some different style videos in here. This, and I've said it, this is a vlog style video, so sometimes things aren't going to be exactly what your expectations are. But I hope you enjoyed it. You're going to come along as we figure this out. Still haven't listed the house yet. It's going to be very, very, very soon. And then once we do, hopefully it sells quickly and we can figure out exactly where we're going to go. But anyway, I've had the link for the night train on this video, I believe. I haven't quite edited all the way yet. We only have about 100 stickers left. We've got until September 30th to get those. Right now the code Top Hat still is in effect, so 50% off. Those stickers can get you into the running. Only 100 left, so 1 in 300 out of the sticker chances. That's pretty dang good. Also, I was pronouncing DeBarry wrong all throughout this video. DeBarry, not DeBarry. Somebody probably already commented before they got to the end of the video, but it's DeBarry, not DeBarry. Anyway, appreciate you coming along for this video and all videos. And until next time, we'll see you later.